Land and Show is your mom's favorite podcast. Land and Show. Here we go.
Yes, it is the Land and Show. Thank you for joining us again.
I like that jingle.
Yeah.
Did you sing
that? I like
that?
that too. No, that was not me. That was subcontracted out.
Oh, it was.
But it was still a lovely job. I provided the
I wonder
words.
if there's any of our listeners that could make us a jingle that we could play at the beginning of our show.
I think that would be fun, and we could play it at the beginning.
We could just feature their jingle at the beginning of the show if they send it to us. So you got to do it.
Yeah.
Send it to
landandshow@gmail.com.
Yep.
You guys like this one? Try to make a better one.
I dare you.
I dare you.
Hey, so I noticed you've got a Pebble watch.
Yes.
How do you like that?
I like it. It's pretty cool. I can take pictures with it.
Okay.
Like for Father's Day, it was nice because we had my family over, which was a lot of people. So we set up a picture with my phone and then took
You're getting pretty techie.
I'm getting pretty techie, yeah.
Good.
But it's pretty sweet. I can check messages on it.
Can it
it
sing songs or like?
It can't sing them, but I can make them play on my phone.
Is it a taser?
It does have 100,000 volts.
Okay.
But only 10 amps, so it's not really as powerful as you think. You need the amps, actually, more than the volts.
Yep, you do.
But, I'm not a doctor. Speaking of doctor.
How was the show?
I went and saw Joey Diaz at Wise Guys.
And how was it?
I don't know if it was just the early show that didn't land as well, because maybe he was, fresh off the plane or something. But it was funny, I will say that, and I had some really good laughs, but it was not as funny as I had seen him before, and I was so excited, and I brought my friend CJ, who had never seen him, and I had told him.
Did he like it?
I told him before, like, oh, this is going to be so good.
He was disappointed.
I kept No, he liked it, but
you oversold it.
I did oversell it.
Okay.
But, that's okay. In the world of comedy, sometimes you have just okay shows.
Well, this last year's show sucked ass, too. That's why I didn't go this year. So.
Yes, but
seems
overall,
like he's going down.
No, he's not going down anymore.
He should.
I love you, Uncle Joey. What the fuck, dog? Would I get one bad show like I need enough of this? Like I need this in my life? This aggravation?
Bunch of fucking momos here.
Bunch of momos.
So Joey Diaz, Neve?
I can't say Neve to Joey Diaz. I still have to say always. But
one day maybe he'll switch over.
Maybe, but not now. I like Uncle Joey.
So what did you do tonight, Landon? You were telling me this story. Can you tell everybody else about it?
So I was helping my dad prepare for the senior spelling bee tomorrow.
I didn't even know there was such a thing.
Yes, it's put on by the county, I believe.
Is it?
And
how does one enter this? Online?
I'm not
or do you have
sure
exactly.
Do
you have to be invited?
You have to be a member of the county and like
a voter?
You have to be
a registered voter?
I don't know, but most old people are. So my dad is like 63 years old. And
okay. Do you think he's going to win?
I think he has a strong chance.
Can he spell lamp?
Yes, he can.
Okay.
One word that is on his list is a chocatura. Okay.
ACHATURA. A chocatura.
See, it sounds like it would be that, but it never is.
I'm right.
Never. There's some hard words on there.
I don't believe it.
But last year, so he took second place last year.
Okay.
And
if you ain't first, you're last.
That's right. That's what I told him. Okay. And I walked out.
Okay, good.
But last year he took second, and the bee, the Salt Lake bee, from the
stung him.
Well, no, yeah, he stings the losers. No, they gave out like season tickets and different stuff. Got to have the bee at the spelling bee, you know.
But did he get any season tickets?
He got. I think only the winner got season tickets, but he got like tickets to a game and then a little gift bag.
What if they gave you like a ticket to the game that was like an hour before the game, hour before, so you missed it? Kind of like that shit that they pulled with you with that house thing when you were building houses.
Which?
For that, what was that? You build a house.
Oh yeah, for
and they gave you a gift card.
Extreme Home Improvement. Yeah. Modern. What's it called? Extreme
Home Makeover. Yeah.
Extreme Home Makeover. Yeah. So at the end, they gave us, and I was the only one from Utah, I think. They gave us on the production team these gift cards to CVS. And there aren't any CVS stores here in Utah.
Rude. And then you try to give it back, and he was mad at you.
Oh, he was way mad. He was like offended that I would
fuck him.
Do that. He was a really stern.
I would have hucked it to the ground and stomped on it.
Guy. Yeah, it was. He was not happy, but I was like, well, really, why not give it back to someone who could use it? I literally can't use this here at all.
Yeah.
But anyway, from the spelling bee, I want to quiz you on some.
Okay.
Okay, we'll start off moderately.
Okay.
Okay, one word on this list is zeitgeist.
Zeitgeist?
Yes.
Can you use it in a sentence?
The person upstairs looked like your zeitgeist.
Zeitgeist.
That is
Zeitgeist.
Correct. That is correct. Okay. Okay, the next one. Flagellate.
Flagellate.
Yep.
Flagellate. Flagellate.
Very close, but unfortunately incorrect.
What is it?
Flageolet.
Whoa, that's not even close to what I had.
Okay, the next word is
got it?
Machiavellian.
Machiavellian?
Machiavellian.
M-A-C-A. Sorry. Fuck. That would make me lose, huh? What if I did that? Oh, fuck.
In the senior spelling bee.
Fuck. Okay. M-A-C-Q-U-A-V-A-L-E-N.
I'm sorry, sir. That is incorrect.
Fuck. You want to spell it for us?
Machiavellian is Machiavellian.
That's a dumb word. Go on.
Machiavelli. Okay, the next word is Bagra. Excuse me. The next word is Bongra.
Bong?
Bongra.
Bongra?
Yes.
B-O-N-G-R-A-H.
I'm sorry, that is incorrect.
H. 2 H's at the end.
B-H-A-N-G-R-A. Next.
Spell it again.
B-H-A-N-G-R-A.
That's a dumb word,
Bravo, Hotel, Alpha, November,
Yep.
Golf, Radar, Alpha.
Radar, yep.
Roger.
Go on.
Okay, synecdoche.
Synecdoche.
No, forget that word. Vocalically.
Vocalically. V-O-C-A-L-I-C-L-Y.
Ooh, very close. C-A-L-L-Y. But very close. So if you were 30 years older, Dan,
I would know these.
you would have a chance in the
I would have got the first
preliminary rounds of the senior spelling bee.
Zeitgeist.
Zeitgeist.
That's German.
Good call on that.
That's German.
Yeah.
What does it mean?
It's like a person who shares some things with you, and
like Jesus Christ?
yeah, sort of how we all
The Holy Ghost?
Yeah.
Or Jesus' gay brother.
Steven.
Yeah.
That's Steven for you. It won't lie about that.
Yep, he is fucking faggy.
That's a little much.
I like this button here. We're going to have to press that every once in a while.
Okay.
Anytime we bring up something with a rainbow in it.
Rainbow and a pot of gold. A pot of gold you can put anywhere. A pot of gold, ladies and gentlemen, you can geocache. Hi, I'm Lad and Betch. We're talking about geocaching here on the Lad Dan Show. Dan, how are you?
Pretty good.
Sorry, that was an impromptu Tom Likas.
Who is that? Tom Likas?
Yeah. Blow me up, Tom! He's like, kind of like that. I don't respect women! I don't care! It's really strange. I sign racks. You have no idea what I'm talking about,
No.
huh? Okay. He's just wild, sort of like a shock jock like Howard Stern. But anyway,
right.
What I was talking about
is geocaching.
Geocaching, we just went. It was pretty fun.
Today's my first day geocaching. I started earlier this afternoon, and then
Tell our Iranian listeners what geocaching
I bet
is.
they know. I think they do it there.
It is worldwide, it said.
Yeah. So basically, somebody hides a treasure in a random location and then marks its GPS location.
It's also how drug dealing works, it looks like, from movies.
It
without the
like
GPS location.
Speaking of,
Unless the cops are tracking them.
we were geocaching about an hour ago, and Landon and I were looking for this. It was a birdhouse.
So tell them what it is, though. Tell them what it is
sorry.
first.
So basically, people hide a random box or something in a random location, then mark it on a GPS point, and then you have to go find it.
A personal artifact.
It gets you in the general vicinity of the area, and then there's a few hints, like the name of the geocache will give you a hint, and then there is an actual hint that will kind of point you in the right direction as to where it is. It doesn't always. We went on one earlier, and it took us 25 minutes to find it.
But we'll tell them about the police.
But the one that was interesting today was with you, Landon, and we went out, and it was it our second one we did?
That was the second.
Yeah. Okay.
We found one in the parking lot of a Kmart.
Yeah. And the second one was between two trees that were pretty covered up. Like you couldn't see inside them unless you walked up to it. And you had to go underneath the two trees. And there was a birdhouse just
like
hanging
big
in the
pine
middle. Yeah,
trees
big pine
type trees.
And I didn't see the cops, but I guess you did before we walked in.
Yeah.
And we both walked right into these trees. That was like a hidden cave inside a tree. And immediately the cops noticed us walk into the tree, and they came over. And they're like, "What are you doing?" And we're just like, "We're geocaching." And then
they said okay and walked.
They said okay and walked away, but it seems like that should be just used more often if you're doing drugs in a tree now. Then
yeah,
because they didn't.
We're geocaching. I just grabbed the shit out of this joint. Yeah. I mean, this geocache.
Yeah. But geocaching seems kind of sketchy. It seems really sketchy to me.
Well, it seems like the fundamentals of like an underground operation. Yeah. You know, like, hey, meet here at this disclosed location at a certain time. Yeah. Write down that you were here. Nobody saw us here. They
have races to see who can find the most places. And we found one. Our first one that we did had a QR code that you scan with your phone that gives you points. So you try to get the most points in the city.
I hid my first one tonight. I feel bad about it. I hid a gun in the bathroom of an Italian restaurant downtown.
Don't tell them where it's at.
Okay, I won't. But
will you give them a hint, though?
Yes, I'll give you a hint. If you're in a meeting with the chief of police, then you will want to go to this restaurant while you have a meeting with them, ask to be excused, and then go to the restroom. It has one of those pull-down things that you've used to flush. It's an old-school restaurant and an old-school 38, and it's clean.
Like a manual flush, not the electronic flush?
Manual flush, Italian style.
Mm-hmm.
And anyway, you can look there.
All right.
And then you may have to go on the run to Italy for a few years.
But they have geocaching there, so it doesn't
They
matter.
do. Satellites. They're
Yep.
everywhere.
Yep.
They're even in Iran. Khalid Mamnoon, if I remember correctly.
I think that geocaching is, honest to God, my new favorite holiday. Or
You were thinking you wanted to retire.
it's not a holiday. My hobby, not
Hobby.
holiday.
Do you have hobbies
I
and holidays?
don't know why I said holiday, but yeah, I don't know. What
You want to go on holiday.
I
You're
guess I
ready for a
do.
break.
I guess my brain's ready for a fucking break.
Are you? Where do you seem like you want to go somewhere? Bear Lake? What?
I just got back from there.
And speaking of police, I
And
believe there was an
there's-
incident there as well.
Yeah, there was.
Do you care to?
I would actually.
You
this-
did no wrong, so there's
I
no.
flew my drone over the marina and about 100 feet above 100 feet
HUNERD.
100 feet above the road, and some jack off fuck cock bitch decided to complain that there was a drone in the sky. And
Wait,
called the
hold
police.
on. Let's see what he was like.
Radar activated. Oh my goodness! You're like so totally gay! Oh, please.
Okay, so that's the neighbor.
Yep.
Go on.
The neighbor called and said I was flying my drone and then called the police on me. The police guy shows up and tells me I can't fly the drone. Well, I guess we should. Can we play the audio for it?
Yes.
I think that'd be good.
By the way, the look on this officer's face, he either hates his job or has met with you several times before, Daniel.
Never met him.
And
I've
so
never met this one
So
before.
this look is either like disappointment, like, oh, I can't believe I have to come back here again, or, oh, like I should have been gone 4 hours ago and I have to go deal with this complaint that this old lady called
Credible
about.
witness, they say.
Yeah, this credible witness. Let's see how credible she is.
Activated. Oh no! You're like so totally straight. Ooh, what a waste.
So
I guess she's not
she's
good.
credibly straight.
Yeah. So here's the audio to it, and also we'll tag the YouTube video I posted on YouTube
Okay.
so you guys can watch it. If you're listening to this right now, turn it off, go watch the video. Unless you're driving, go pull over, then turn it off, then watch the video.
But like a little
Hello.
piece of-
Hi, how are you today? Good, how are you? Not too bad. You wouldn't happen to have a quadcopter you've been flying, have you? I do. Can I have a quick word with you for a minute, sir? No.
No, you're just like,
We
no.
gonna do that?
That
I'd like
he's
to know what
so
I
he
did.
hates this job. or
Just so you know, I
he's
am recording, and can you acknowledge that?
That's fine.
Thank you.
That's fine. Received information that you've been buzzing cars,
Okay.
been following several of them,
Okay.
and that there's been a couple of them that have swerved and stopped and slowed down.
Nobody swerved, stopped, or
Sir,
slowed down.
that's fine. I'm telling you that's what was reported to.
Okay.
If that continues, Utah has a law called disorderly
have a
conduct
law.
interfering with traffic.
Utah
Yeah.
has a law
Do you want to go to jail for that?
He's
No.
going to take me to jail for
Then I
disorderly
suggest you stop.
conduct.
Stop what?
for flying.
Buzzing cars.
No, but disorderly conduct is if you're drunk in public, yelling and screaming, causing
Yeah.
problems to like many people. People are just like disgusted with you and can't take you anymore. That's what disorderly conduct is. Anyway,
So what are the drone laws?
unfortunately, there are no written drone laws other than you can't fly over 500 feet and you have to stay out of Class A and B airspace.
What's
A, B.
A and B?
You have to stay out of you have to stay in uncontrolled airspace, which is Class G airspace. Actually, I said that wrong.
So what does that mean?
That's I know what it means because I'm a pilot. That's the
Right.
problem with everybody else. I'll explain it to you in a second. But that's the problem with the drone laws is nobody else would. They'd have to go look it up, and I went to school for 2 years to learn this, and somebody looking at a graph they would get it on the computer. They would get it, pretty quickly, sort of, kind of. It would sort of make sense.
Okay, so help it make sense.
So Class G airspace is uncontrolled. So it's around in Salt Lake. It's below 500 feet, but there's a circle that goes around Salt Lake, downtown Salt Lake, and then down I-15. Anything east of that is Class G airspace. Up to don't quote me, I know I have helicopter pilot listeners. I think it's 14,999 feet.
Okay.
And you can't, but the drone laws already say you can't go over 500 feet. And you have to stay you have to remain visual separation from a manned aircraft.
So, and what does that mean?
You have to stay away from airplanes and helicopters.
But what's
gyrocopters and balloons.
What's the highest a drone can go anyway?
As far as I can tell, I've been told differently by a aeronautical engineer that they can't go higher than a certain footage.
Altitude, if you will.
But I'm under the impression I had a helicopter that could go to 13,000 feet, but it was only limited due to airflow coming through the engine because the air is too dense. Okay. Or the air is less dense. The air is too thin up higher.
Right.
But it doesn't have a motor. It's an electric motor. It should run the same. It doesn't need air. The only thing that would stop it would be the actual density of the air not being able to be pushed down by the blades.
Yeah, the density.
I don't think you could stop it. I don't think it would stop. The drone that I have though stops. I have it set to stop at 400 feet. 100.
400 feet?
Yeah.
Okay.
You can't go above 500. I have it set at 400.
Just to keep you always in the clear.
Yeah, just stop.
So what was up with the...
And you can't fly in Class B air. You can't fly where you can't fly with my drone. If you try to fly into the airport here in Salt Lake, it's like it hits a fucking wall. It'll just stop.
Really?
Yeah. No.
It'll stop flying?
It just stops like it hits a wall, and then it will just sit there and hover. And you'd have to back it out.
Really?
So it knows.
So if you tried to fly it over like Dugway...
Can't even take it off. Can't fly it in national parks. Can't fly it in Class B airspace, and can't fly it at the White House. Can't fly it at any airport.
So it already knows. Like you can't manually fly it.
You can fly it on non-GPS, but that's pretty dangerous too because then it doesn't know where to come home to if it gets lost.
But okay, so that's assuming that you see it the whole time. Okay, so anyway, so back to the cop here. So if you were up so high, then how is he getting a witness saying that
I'm making cars swerve and slow down?
Yeah, angry neighbor.
I'm sure somebody looked up and was like, "Oh, there's a drone. We should go look at it." And they stopped and slowed down.
Okay.
They weren't angry. No driver. It wasn't a driver that complained. I actually know who complained. It wasn't a driver. No driver's like calling 911. There's some guy trying to ram me off the road. It was somebody that was sitting in their fucking house complaining that cars were stopping and looking at it. But the same would happen if a fucking bald eagle was flying above your car too. And somebody looked up and was like, "Oh, there's a bald eagle. Let me get my camera out and take a picture. I'm going to stop my car."
Okay. So
take the fucking bald eagle to jail for disorderly conduct.
Yeah. Was it an old lady? Tell me the truth.
No. It was
who called the cop?
It was a state park ranger.
Okay. And he thought you were flying a real bird or what?
I don't know what he was thinking.
Okay, so let's play a little bit more.
I wasn't buzzing a car.
Sir, if I get another report that you've been buzzing cars, you will go to jail.
Do you
understand that?
I have a question.
For buzzing
That's
cars.
all I'm asking. Do you understand?
Buzzing.
Yep, but do you understand?
Okay. That's all we need to discuss.
Nope. That's not all that you need to discuss.
It is.
If you'd like to
He
see
wants
the
to
video,
leave, and I don't want him to leave.
Films everything it does.
I understand that,
And I'd
sir.
like to see
I
a car
know.
swerve. Will you get out of
Then
my
you
house?
tell him that, yeah. That's a lot. Love it. Will you get out of my house?
Sir.
Oh, should we go? Let me pause it here. Did I tell him that right then? Is that what I just said?
Yeah.
I said he put his foot like an inch over my door seal.
Yeah.
So I make him look down and like move his foot an inch back. I'm just being an ass at this point. Long story short, I'm not a big fan of police.
Okay.
They seem like they try to harass all the time. They always go around telling people that they can't do things because they just don't want to deal with it.
Okay, for example, what?
The drone, they didn't want to just go tell this. They didn't want to go look up the law to figure out if I could be doing this. So they just said, fuck it, I'm going to go tell him he can't do this. That's the whole thing. I mean, all he had to do is actually, police have no jurisdiction for any aircraft. And as far as I know, the FAA is regulating my drone as an aircraft because they have told me I cannot fly it above 500 feet. The FAA has said that.
Okay.
So the police are not
the
in
governing
charge.
body in this matter.
They're not. He'd have to call the FAA to come out.
Huh. Okay.
He would have to make a FAA report. He should. He probably still should. And we could probably look it up to see if he did. I bet he didn't. Because he just wanted me to shut this fucking thing up. But if he took me to jail for that, you can guarantee he'd have a shit ton of paperwork with the FAA. If he's going to take my helicopter out of the sky or a drone out of the sky, same shit. But anyway, I go on to tell him that you could actually fly a real helicopter over the road as low as you want.
Legally?
Yeah.
Why?
Because there's no law.
There's no law?
The law's at or below 500 feet with a drone.
Okay.
At or below 500 feet.
But with a helicopter too?
With a helicopter, it's whatever the airspace is. I just told you it's 14,999 feet east of Class B airspace in Salt Lake. So it varies everywhere.
But anywhere from 0 feet to that, to just under 15,000?
You can't touch private property.
Okay,
so you
but if you're flying just above a freeway.
If I was flying above you can't, the law says, the FAR says you can't cause injury to persons or property.
Okay.
Can't cause injuries to people and cause damage to property.
While flying?
Yep.
Or while crashing?
Well, if you
Why would you cause damage while you're flying and not crashing?
That's it. You just can't.
Well,
while you're flying,
would cause you to do that?
The rotor wash in a helicopter, the wind could blow shit.
Something falling off?
Yeah. No, well, not off, but I could hover in my driveway and I bet my garbage can would go flying somewhere.
Oh, okay.
Or
have you ever touched down on your roof, by the way?
No.
What about your backyard?
No.
Have you ever landed on the swimming pool?
No.
On the grill?
The grill of what? Like a barbecue?
Yeah.
No.
On the hospital helipad?
No.
Have you ever wanted to?
No.
What's the weirdest place you've landed and taken off?
A Shell gas station about 50 miles south of Cedar City.
Really?
Tried to land at a truck stop. And it didn't go.
So there's no laws to where you have to land?
No, I wanted a fucking drink. So
you can just go to the gas station?
Yeah, you can go to the gas station. Okay. I was trying to land at but they had I didn't see it till the very last second. They had a fucking thin power cable running out to one of their like storage sheds, probably like an extension cord.
Okay.
So they could power a light in their storage shed. And I almost hit it. And then I was like, fuck it, I'm just out of here. That was probably the craziest place I tried to land. There's been some sketchy things. Like every single time you put it away in the hangar, you have to land it on a trailer.
Really?
That's scary because you only have like 6 inches on each side, but you can't see one side.
Is there a reverse gear in helicopters?
No. For
there
what?
Isn't?
For what?
Going in reverse? I don't know.
No.
There's no reverse?
I guess you just pull the stick back and then you can go backwards, but you can't see behind you, so
see?
You just turn around.
Until my invention is the double-sided helicopter. Right? You can't see when you fly behind you.
What's that movie with Tom Cruise where where there's multiple Tom Cruises?
Oh, Edge of Tomorrow?
No.
Edge of Darkness.
No.
Multiplicity.
No.
Mr. Mom.
He flies this futuristic helicopter.
Isn't it Edge of Tomorrow?
No, Edge of Tomorrow is the one with Emily Blunt, and he keeps dying. He'll die.
Is the team working well?
That's
one?
That's the one I'm talking to.
Oh.
Is it an effective team? Is the one I'm trying to tell.
Are you an effective team?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I'm trying to get at. I don't remember. He's got a helicopter he can see all the way around because he's in a bubble.
What do you like? Do you like those?
It's not real.
But do you like them?
Yeah. Future.
See, double-sided helicopters.
But the problem here's the whole thing. If anybody understood, helicopter technology is from the 50s.
Yeah.
It's like carbureted engines, nothing safety-wise. Can't even tell you how much fuel flows running through the goddamn thing. You have to dip it with a stick to tell you how much fuel's in your tank. Okay? They can't get anything. There's nothing accurate in a helicopter. It's the most dangerous, stupidest thing I've ever seen. And the only reason there's only one aircraft I've ever seen that's came out, and it's the Cirrus SR-22.
Okay.
And it has an airbag in it, and it has a parachute if you get in trouble, and it has all this brand new safety stuff. But it costs Cirrus so much money to get all this stuff certified because the FAA wants to make sure it's safe, but they're keeping it. It's all these old fucking people at the FAA that don't understand technology and what it can actually do, so they just don't approve it.
Oh, okay.
And it costs so much money to get all this approval to go through, when if they're just like, okay, make this helicopter not a carbureted engine so it can go up to fucking 14,000 feet and not ice up the fucking fuel and then kill everybody inside it if it wasn't carbureted. Instead, they just say, we're going to charge you, if you want to try to put a different engine in a helicopter, it's going to cost you $20 million. And the money in it they'd never get their money out of it.
Morning. Morning, I'm here to rent the Huey.
Ring any bells?
We don't rent it,
I have no idea.
but it is for sale.
How much is it?
$2 million.
My pilot and I would have to take it for a test flight.
Yes, of course. You just have to leave a deposit.
How much is that?
$2 million.
Would you take a company check?
Boom, and he gives him a card that says Jack Ryan, CIA, and it's Harrison Ford, clear and present danger
didn't know the
all
movie.
day. Well, you need to, and you need to watch it. It's way good. Yes.
Anyways, my friend.
Yeah.
You want to hear the rest of this policeman?
Yes.
Let's keep ranting about this guy like this. Right now, I've got it paused, and his eyes are rolled up in the back of his head. He
hates his job.
He hates every second.
Sir, if you want to go to jail and then go to court and show your video there and go against the witness, that's fine.
It doesn't work that way.
It does work that way.
Unfortunately, it doesn't work that way.
Sir, it does work that way. Now, I'm trying to be nice.
You go to court, and you don't get to show your video to nobody. You don't get any of that unless you have $10,000 for a fucking attorney.
And
anyway,
it's been made into an exhibit for
Yeah.
evidence.
Let me move on.
About this.
What?
This is Danny trying to get me
Sir,
away from this cop because she
I'm
doesn't
trying
want
to
me
be
to get
nice about
arrested.
this.
Okay.
It's not a big issue yet. I'm asking you to stop.
It sounds like you're kind of threatening me, though.
No, I'm
Because-
telling you what will happen.
So
And that's not a threat.
so-
I'm telling you what will happen.
Under-
disorderly conduct,
Under what?
interfering with traffic.
That's not interfering with traffic.
Sir, if you buzz your copter close enough to somebody that they slam on their brakes or swerve out of their lane of travel, that is interfering with traffic.
Nope. False.
And you can be arrested for
That's
disorderly
their
conduct.
fault.
Now you say
Failure
you've
to
recorded
maintain
it all.
in a lane
That's
change.
fine. I have
Failure
a
to
credible
maintain a
witness
lane.
that says that he's
Your
seen.
credible witness is the guy across
Sir,
the street. I know
I
who he
have
is.
seen.
I just saw you go talk to him.
Yes.
So
and
why
I
do you think he
have
called
a
in?
credible witness?
The guy.
Because I was flying the helicopter over this guy, staring at him with a camera.
That freaked. It is kind of freaky.
Yeah,
we
but-
went.
Who?
I mean,
yeah,
what?
he's in a state park. I can fly it over a state park.
Yeah.
He's
yeah.
a fucking public employee. I can fucking video him all day. Freedom of press. This guy's trying to take that from
free
me.
speech.
Free speech.
Free speech.
That's willing to testify in court.
Somebody was swerving.
Now, if you can go to court and prove differently, that's fine. All I'm asking you
I would like to
is
see
to
the.
stop.
How could they
gonna
prove that
fly
a
it
car
over the marina.
swerved?
You can fly it over
Well, if
anywhere.
your
They'd have to
video
find-
showed a-
And how
Because there's
No,
how
they'd have to
high
find a
above
car
the-
that
wait,
swerved.
wait. How high above? Let's just answer this. How high above the ground do I have to be? Because I'm a pilot myself, so I'd like to discuss this with you.
Okay.
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 As long as you're safe, there's not a limit.
And okay, so
But
That's pretty vague. As long as you're safe, that's
no
up to
limit.
me. Is it up to him? Is it safe to somebody else? What is it?
It's a gray area.
I'm not gonna fly my fucking $5,000 drone into a car, so I feel that I was being safe.
Yeah.
I'm not a fucking retard. I'm not rich as fuck, so I'm not gonna just fucking trash it. So it's safe for me. It was safe enough for me. I was far enough away. Fuck him. Anyway, I'm done with this guy.
Okay.
Fucking pig.
After a long day of washing the dishes and hanging the clothes to dry, don't you want to just sit down and write a love letter to your man? But you can't, because women can't own pencils. Until now. Introducing the Ticonderoga No. 3. Now for women.
Well, that's the show, ladies and gentlemen, as you heard, brought to you by Ticonderoga No. 3 pencils, now for women. If you'd like to contact the Landan Show, email us at landanshow@gmail.com. Please like, listen, and review the show on iTunes. Tell your friends about it. Have them close their eyes, even if they're driving.
Yep.
Listen to a full episode without without looking. And if you can do that, you can do anything, you know?
I agree.
Anyway, until next time, thank you for listening to the Landan Show. If you'd like to call next week, call 385-275-TALK. Or again, the email landanshow@gmail.com. What else? Anything else, Dan?
Hail Satan.
All right. Thanks, guys.
That's just how I feel. That's just how I feel.